Hello students, today in entrepreneurship I'm going to discuss motivation. So motivation is the inner feeling, it is the drive because of which a person behaves in a particular manner. Okay, so when we will see the definition, motivation is the complex process starting and keeping a person at work in an organization. So this definition is given by Robert Dubin. It means it is a complex process. Complex process means since it is an inner feeling, so it is very complex. A person who is having an urge for something, suppose food, he may behave in different manner. One person may start working for it so that he will earn and get food, or some other person will snatch the food from someone else. So it is a complex force. It is very difficult to understand starting, and what it is doing, it is starting and keeping a person at work. Means because of that inner feeling, because of that complex, that force, that drive, a person is working at a place in an organization. Now, motivation is the process that activates an entrepreneur to work. Okay, and because of this motivation only, an entrepreneur works in an organization and achieves success, achieve its goal. Now, we'll see the process of motivation. So this is the process. First, there is an unsatisfied need. Okay, then this need creates tension. Because of tension, there is a drive in the person, and this drive leads to search behavior, and then there is satisfaction of need, and then reduction of tension. Means what? Now I'll explain this with an example. Now suppose a person is hungry. Again giving the same example. A person is hungry, so there is an unsatisfied need. Now because of this need, there is tension in his body. Okay. Now he wants something. What is he want? He wants something to eat. Okay. Now this tension creates a drive. Because of this tension in his body, that tension is initiating action, and then he starts the search behavior. He starts looking for food here and there. Okay, now he'll start looking for food in the fridge or in the kitchen, wherever something is cooked and kept. If nothing is cooked, then he'll start looking for biscuits, cakes, or means whatever it is. That means there is search behavior to satisfy that need. And once the person gets something to eat, his need is satisfied. So the next step is satisfaction of need. And once your need is satisfied, the person has eaten the food, then there is reduction of tension. So this is the complete process of motivation, which starts with unsatisfied needs and result in reduction of tension when the need is satisfied. But this is not the end. See, after reduction of tension, again an unsatisfied needs comes up. It's not that I am hungry, I am satisfied, I got the food, I have eaten and I am satisfied now. No. Now I need something else. Now I want to watch the television. And suppose current is not there. So I need that now. Once that need is satisfied, the next need comes up. Okay. So again this will lead, in this process, again the person will come at this particular stage. And again this process will be repeated. Okay. So this is the motivation process. After this, we have to see two theories. One given by Maslow and the other one given by Maslach. Okay. Now the first theory which we have to see in motivation is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So this theory is given by Abraham Maslow, and he said he was of the opinion that needs are always in hierarchy. Okay. Now human behavior is guided by needs. Whatever behavior we are showing, it is because of the need the people are having. So human behavior is always guided by the needs. And then needs are always in hierarchy. Hierarchy means there are some lower level needs and some higher level needs. So that is, there is a level in which needs are divided. Then once a lower level need is satisfied, it ceases to be a motivator. Means people first satisfy lower level needs, and once this need is satisfied, the next level people move on to the next level need. This we have seen in the motivation process also, that when there is reduction in tension after satisfaction of the need, again an unsatisfied need is there. Okay, that means again an unsatisfied need is there, means again if basic need is satisfied, then there is security need. After security we have social need. After social there is esteem need, and then self-actualization need. Now we'll start with the basic need. So this need is the need for food, clothing and shelter. Okay, so this is the basic physiological need. So after the basic need, we have security need. Security need is for safety and security. Okay, so now after this food, clothing and shelter need of any person is satisfied, which is the basic physiological need, the need of the body, then we want safety and security in our life. And when this need is satisfied, the next need comes up, that is social need. Social need is a need for love, friendship, affection. Okay. See, nobody can live alone. We are living in a society. We have our friends, relatives, close relative, then other people, our friends and all. That circle, that group, because of that circle, that group, this social need is satisfied, which is the need for friendship, affection, then belongingness. Okay, the need for belongingness. Then comes esteem need. Esteem need is the need, this is related with prestige. Okay, now this is related with prestige and feeling of accomplishment. Means what? Now esteem need is achievement. Okay, like you have achieved something. So that is an esteem needs. Or ego needs, or this is also related with ego satisfaction. Then after this, the higher level need is self-actualization need. Now this need, self-actualization need, is the need of, when it is satisfied, it gives the person a feeling that whatever he wants to achieve in his life, he has achieved. Okay, so when we think about organization's point of view, first, when a person gets a job, he gets salary every month, so then his basic physiological need is satisfied. With his salary, he can purchase food, he can purchase clothes, and he can get a shelter, he can rent a house. So with salary, this basic physiological need is satisfied. Once he is getting a salary, next is he wants job security, that there should be pension and he should not be thrown out of the job. Okay, so there should be regularity of income, so that is security need. Then comes social need. He wants cordial relationship in the organization with his colleagues, with his superior, with his subordinates, and in his life he wants friends and relatives, so that is social need. Next comes esteem needs or ego needs. That means here he wants recognition in the organization. Okay, and last one is self-actualization, where whatever he wanted in his life, he has achieved. So after Maslow's need hierarchy theory, the next theory which we have to do is Macklin's theory of need. Now this theory was given by David Macklin. Okay, now he said there are some motives, some drive in the people because of which they behave in a certain manner. Now what are these needs or drive or motive in a people? He has divided it into three. Now first one is achievement need, second affiliation, and third one is power. He said only these are the three need or three motives because of which people behave in a particular manner. Now the person who are having achievement need, they wish to take responsibility for finding solution to any problem, because they want to achieve something in their life, so they always try to find solution to whatever problem is there. Then they want to master complex task. Okay, so these people who are having achievement needs, they are motivated by the standard of excellence, because they want to excel every time, they want to find solutions, they want to do things in an efficient manner, so that is why they are driven by this need. Next comes affiliation needs. Now these people who are the people who are having affiliation need, they are motivated when they accomplish, when they achieve their target with the people they know or they trust. Now suppose I trust 5 people, so I'll be motivated when I'm doing a particular job with these 5 people, because I'm driven by affiliation need. Affiliation means belongingness and a relationship of trust. So the person who is having affiliation needs, he try to achieve his targets with working with people whom he feels that they are trustworthy. Okay. Now next is need for power. Power means what? They want to control everything. These people, they want to control and influence others. They always win the argument. Whenever there is an argument, they always try to win the argument. Okay, now these are the people who are having the power need. They always try to dominate, or they always want to control the people. They want to influence their behavior. Okay, so because of this need, they are behaving in that particular manner. So David McLaren, he said that we can divide need into these three categories. Either a person is motivated or driven by achievement needs, because he want to achieve something, he want to solve the problems, he want to have excellence, expertise in something, so that is why he is behaving in a particular manner. Or he want to achieve something with the close people he is having around himself, so that is why he is behaving in that way. And then person behave in a particular manner because they are having power need. Power need means what? Need to control others, influence others, win the arguments. Okay, so these are the three needs which drives or motivates a person to behave in a particular manner. So only these two we have to do in this motivation. With this, one part of this unit is complete, and the next we will do in the next video. Okay, thank you.